It's a bunch of
Yeah,
manga out there.
Manhwa got like 2 a year.
What
Not
are you talking?
even.
Oh, you
Manhwa got like 10, 10 a year.
10 a year?
10 years per manhwa.
Me personally, Jay Riddle here speaking. I believe that Manhwa is amazing. The Webtoon app is fire. Y'all should check it out if y'all haven't before. Yeah, but you guys can keep arguing about whatever you're arguing about.
Nah, I don't even want to talk about mid.
That's
Peak.
crazy.
You don't want to talk about
I'm
peak?
too exhausted to talk about mid. I might fall asleep actually.
It be like that. Man, I got raised up again. I just raised up. All right, bet. All right, y'all. Welcome to Worst Take Podcast, episode 31,
Yeah.
where we talk all things anime, a lot of things manhwa, and a few things pop culture. I'm your boy Jay Riddle. We got my boy Marcus talks anime. Marcus yells anime on my right, and we got Ken Kaizen, the manhwa man, the myth, the legend on the left, in his silky smooth bonnet. How y'all feeling this week? How we doing? What y'all thinking? What's your what's your disposition? Okay.
Go ahead, Mark.
You want me to go? I'm busy cleaning my
You
glasses.
see, this why I don't. I used to, when we first started, I would start the pod off asking how y'all did, how was your week. But you guys never, you be like, it's cool, it's all right. So that's why, I'm just gonna skip that shit. And
Bro, I was cleaning my glasses. I don't know.
Ken, his beta started showing. He was like, "You go first, Marcus," and Marcus is clearly not paying attention.
But not.
Using the term beta in 2024 is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that.
Bro, listening to the Andrew Tates of the world.
Oh no.
That was a time in history. Let me tell
Yo,
you.
Jay definitely used to be on the Andrew Tate wave, bro. Like,
Nah, you got the wrong one. I love black women way too much for that, and there's no way, no way.
How do we bring black women into this?
Because if you listen to Andrew Tate or if you mention anything Andrew Tate, then like the chances of a black woman even like respecting your hello goes straight to the ground. Same with them fresh and fit niggas. They
nah, Fresh and Fit is 10 times worse.
Yeah, I think Fresh and Fit is a million times worse.
No. It's worse.
Them dudes
now.
are legit frauds. They was paying for pussy.
Nah, it's not even that. It's just the shit Myron be saying about black women, though. It's like actually insane.
Kind of, he's mixed too. Yeah, it's on. Bro, I saw a video where he was cussing this black girl out, and he said a hard R. I was like, how is he still like? Who listens to this nigga?
Bro, it's just those like super, like I would call them like far right like podcasts like that. They don't get canceled because their whole entire like fan base is just either like 14 or just adult incels. Like,
I mean, you got, think about it. The election would tell you why they wouldn't get canceled. I mean,
yeah, that's true.
It's a lot more people in the country that think like that and act like that than niggas think.
Bro, it's funny because I literally saw somebody on TikTok. They're like, bro, we need like more like left-minded people with podcasts because there are way too many people, way too many right-winger podcasts that be taking over like the social media platforms.
It's a lot of them. It's just the right wingers are loud and they know how to say shit to piss people off. Like,
hell yeah.
For a left winger to like say something to piss you off, you have to be like, they should take every single gun ever created in history. You know what I mean? Like, but nobody takes that serious because. They have to abort every single baby, or if every, you know what I mean? Like, those are the only ways.
You can have abortions at 2 years old, like
literally, but there's no way.
That's a whole nother topic right there.
It's easier to be a right wing extremist and say things that sound crazy, but are easier to defend. I don't know.
Nah, I concur. Enough about the politics, though.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Politics side of things. That's as political as we'll get on this pod.
Yeah, literally. for our own good. Oh, I'm trying to pull up the list on my other.
But if it's LeBron, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, that's a different
Amen.
story.
Amen.
No,
The
who
greatest
dropping
man,
40, getting 40 at 40? I don't know.
the greatest man God ever created on this green earth of ours. Ken, don't try to outglaze LeBron, bro. We're gonna turn this to a whole different podcast. I promise you. Relax. I'm kind of mad you. He took the words out my mouth. I was like, damn. Dropping 40 at 40. All right. Somebody put a list up because my shit
I got it
is.
right here. I got it
All
right here.
Bet.
Talking about, you know who not dropping 40? One Punch Man. One Punch Man dropping one. That's what they dropping. Because you mean to tell me that, bro, the character designer to One Punch Man got interviewed, and in the interview, he was asked, "How's like production looking for the new anime season?" And that man said, you know, we're experiencing some problems, but you know that's what every anime studio."
No studio experiences problems like Mappa. I promise you.
What if he was just, just saying that to get a rise and that shit come out and it's just amazing?
You see, I would love to believe that, but like it's JC staff.
Didn't they do the first other seasons of One Punch Man?
They didn't do the first season. They did the second season.
The second season was smooth.
It wasn't as good as the first season.
I mean, no, but it was still smooth. I mean, we had some really good moments with Garu in there.
I didn't think the
I mean,
second
it was
season had a
alright.
problem. It was bad. Maybe I
I
remember.
didn't think season 2 was a problem. It's just like there was different. Season 1 just had like a little bit more peak moments, I feel like. But that Garu fight at the end when he was taking on all the heroes was pretty live. I can't even lie.
What else is? What'd you say? Group J? What'd you call them?
JC staff.
Oh, bro, I promise I'll be doing it on purpose. I'm
Hey,
realizing. I
he
think
over here trying to glaze himself. That's
no,
crazy. Self glaze is
I
crazy.
thought bro was
nah.
gonna say what to Jackson 5. Like that's what I thought he was.
Hey, no, bro. Listen, I'm learning that my memory is like starting to get shot from just like I think an overload of trying to read every manga that comes out, trying to watch every anime that comes out, learning this mortgage loan shit. You know what I mean? My brain is just like in an infinite void right now, trying to keep track of like. So, anyways, that's why when Tam was bringing shit up, I had to like really like I had to like physically go through my memory files. Like, okay, my hero here, pull the file out, be like, okay, so this happened. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, nah. I think I don't know. We'll see. Mappa hasn't really fumbled and like has Mappa ever fumbled? I mean, I guess it was a little bit rough JJK season 2 initially, but it was almost as good as it was
No,
rough
they
sometimes.
fumbled a couple times.
Wait, what?
They fumbled with Hell's Paradise.
Ooh, is that really a fumble though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, nah, it was good though for like the first few episodes. I
Yeah,
think the
Yeah,
animation
yeah.
dropped off a
yeah,
little bit, but it was still good.
no, that
It
shit
wasn't like
didn't
terrible.
it the first 2 was smooth. The last 8 to 10 were not that smooth.
I guess it didn't seem that bad because it was only 12 episodes.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's part of the dark trio. Because if you look at the other 2, that type of quality,
Nah, bro, nah. If you compare
that's what I'm
Hell's
saying. Like,
Paradise to
Yeah,
Chainsaw
that's
Man and
facts.
JJK, yeah, nah, I agree with that.
because like low key to some people, Hell's Paradise is like mad popular, and so like people was hyping that one up to low key might potentially be better than
Yeah, that's what
Chainsaw
I
Man.
thought when I first watched it. I thought the way they were talking, like Hell's Paradise was gonna be like JJK on steroids, but really Chainsaw Man is JJK.
I haven't
Honestly,
read the
though,
manga,
Hell's
but
Paradise it seems like interesting though through like
I
the
love.
first season. Like the plot is actually fire to the show.
I
Like if
I started reading like some like the first few like chapters like not that long ago. I low key mess with it, and some people said the manga is just like way better, and it's not like that long either. I don't think.
Is the manga over? Like it's done?
Hmm.
yeah,
They're uploading the full subtle plug. They're uploading the full color panels on Webtoon actually. Like
Really, that's amazing. Oh my god,
I
sweet.
know, right?
Can't wait for that. I'll be first in line to read Hell's Paradise on Webtoon. God, Speaking of
Oh
webtoon,
man.
I will say though, based on look, we ain't gonna do it. But based on like what I understand, 'cause I didn't read the manga, but based on what I understand from Hell's Paradise first season, I bet bro who wrote Hunter x Hunter was like, fuck, I gotta finish the Dark Continent before this nigga makes a whole manga about the Dark Continent. Because that's what
Oh
Hell's
God,
Paradise seems like. It just seems like the Dark Continent just starting at Dark Continent. You know,
I would
that's what it
agree.
feels like.
That's a good point, honestly. That's a good
So,
point. Honestly, speaking of Dark Continent, bro, like Dark Continent might low key be like it might set Hunter x Hunter apart from like every other anime from a world building perspective. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That
Manga.
shit might that shit might it might compete with One Piece. I'm not gonna lie.
it honestly, looking at that map, I wish I could pull it up, but looking at that map,
No, because
dog, like,
I saw that. No, that shit was nuts. Because it had like a, it was like a floating like dark submarine fish thing, and then it had like all the shit inside it, and it was just like show how small that boat was inside. That
mhm.
was nuts.
The thing is though, I don't think what people like don't understand about Hunter x Hunter's world building is it has so the world that we know is already pretty big, but when you look at the map, it's pretty much a speck on the map. But in that speck, you still have Greed Island, which is its own world in virtual like isekai type world.
Yeah,
So Hunter x Hunter covers all bases. It got a little bit of isekai, it got a little bit of One Piece. Well, honestly, I guess more Tower God esque, since you say Tower God's world building is a little bit bigger than One Piece, according to you. I'll take your word for it. I only read read the anime. You
that
feel
was
me?
crazy. But no, because they got a after the workshop arc. There's like a whole like virtual world thing too. Actually, the data
So,
floor.
so they just they
It's
bit
the
off
hidden
Hunter x
floor.
Hunter.
I mean, probably, yeah, a little bit.
Type shit.
Shit came out like 12 years ago, so Hunter x Hunter been out since like
The
90s.
the hand area,
And
yeah.
we could get into manga later though, you know. I think we should start it off with
Facts.
speaking about anime and talking about anime. Anime rankings for the week. According to IMDb, we had a pretty interesting list this week. I think it went Don to Don, episode 7 was in first with a 9.7 or 9.8 rating. Then it was Bleach Thousand Year Blood War with a 9.5 rating. And then it was ReZero with a 9.4, I
Yeah,
believe.
Yeah.
anime fans was eating good this past week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, they
Facts.
really were, bro. They really were. It's like we got like a little bit of everything, you know, like the Isekai fans got like they got their like Grammy Award winning episode that couldn't even, you know, it couldn't even be a top episode of the week, but I digress from
Oh
you
my
know,
god.
You really
the
want to
big
go
three
there?
fans, the big three fans had a good time with their episode, and then new Shonen
Got the new
fans had
gen.
a
Yeah, got the new gen
yeah.
fans. Hey, can you explain that phenomenon to me? Because I ain't gonna lie. Reading, so this week, everybody, the Don fans were hyping up this episode. The ReZero manga fans were hyping up this episode. But the way y'all were talking about the ReZero episode, I would have thought Denzel Washington was gonna like pop up or something and have like a
Hey,
around.
that speech hit.
Yeah, I heard, but I guess it couldn't beat out Bleach Thousand Year Blood War, which was a filler fight, a good filler fight. Don't get me wrong, but a filler fight. And then
That
Don
shit
to
was
Don.
animated beautifully.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
God,
and
I mean,
it only outbeat a nigga talking for 15-20 minutes by point one. So
yeah, but
there was
that
no
fight was
fights in that,
essentially
Hey,
Renji doing zero damage for 20 minutes.
but it still looked good though. It was still niggas boxing.
Type
can
shit.
can
Type
you
shit.
say that ReZero speech was better than Erwin's speech in Attack on Titan?
Nah.
Damn, I thought we had him. I was. Hey, look.
Yeah, nah, because if Ken said yes, bro, I was about to say clip that shit now. I would have had the
Right.
timestamp ready and everything.
No.
The-
See, like it was like two. No, Irwin's was better. Irwin's was better. They're just two different types of characters. Like, Sabaru ain't gonna really give. He ain't the same type of nigga that Irwin is.
But what about the speech? Explain the speech to us for two niggas that didn't watch it.
So basically, the witch cult has basically like taken over like the entire like region and area, and they basically massacring and killing like everybody out there. People are hiding underneath the ground, like they're it's like people are trying to like save their lives. And Sabri was one of the only people who was like actually killed like an archbishop before, but he's technically not even really like the strongest in his verse. But he's still out there fighting. Like he has like one of his legs like cut off, and he's like bandaged up trying to walk. And he's just like, yo, like I'm going to still fight even though I'm scared as hell. I'm this, I'm that, I'm a weakling. I can't really do shit, but like I'm gonna still try my hardest and yada 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 to
Mhm.
prevail and to get this shit done. Like so it was kind of like that. Like Irwin's speech like would I
Make you
wouldn't
want to
say
run through a fucking brick
yeah no
wall.
like yeah like head first like no
Literally.
like but Subaru was more so like he really wasn't connecting to like the warrior in like the person, you know what I'm saying? He was
Mm.
connecting to like the average little day person who was like a kid who was like scared that a monster was going to come and kill them and get them and stuff like that. So it was just a different type of like
Yeah,
uh
I didn't
different
mean to
type of
cut you
sentiment
off.
in his speech.
But wouldn't that be more relatable to the watcher who isn't a warrior? You feel me? Who isn't, face down with these perils every day? Like, shouldn't that technically be more relatable than Irwin's? Because we literally can't relate at all. They're the survey corps. You know what I mean? Their whole job is to do what they're doing, and they all wanted to run away. He just had to motivate, from my understanding, what you're explaining. He had to motivate villagers with pitchforks and stuff, and tell them to pop out and show niggas. Very curious, Marcus. While he's looking that up, check out the IMDb rating of that the Irwin speech, that episode, if you can find it. I'll try to look on my phone too. Just curious.
But I think also what the sentiment is too, because like, and with the speech, Subaru wasn't trying to be the hero. He wasn't really. He wasn't the person. He didn't think he was worthy enough to give the speech. And then like all
Mm.
of his comrades are like, no, like it's literally only you can give this speech. Like you're the only person whose morals and who can actually connect with these people, because all his other comrades weren't like they're either way more powerful than him or their morals don't like align. And so it was basically them like hyping him up to like understand like what his purpose was, and then that he was like adequate enough to do this type of thing
Hmm.
Okay.
as well. So like that's also like another aspect to like the speech too, because he was
I
trying to deny it. He was trying to go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I found the rating for Irwin's speech on IMDb. It was rated at 9.8, which I think is well deserved.
Oh yeah, no,
I,
no, he
honestly, after I said that, I forgot it's Attack on Titan we're talking about. That might be the highest rated anime of all time.
yeah.
So
But
that's not
honestly,
fair.
Subaru's speech got a what 9.4 on IMDb, so like it's not that far behind. So that
No, like
shit
Facts.
that
it's
shit
Right,
might
still
go down as like top 5 speeches in anime.
it probably
right,
could. Yeah.
right behind Luffy showing his ass
I ain't
cheeks in
gonna lie,
part five.
a nigga did get like some chills like listening to him, but like Irwin's was way better though. Like I
Type shit.
like I could listen to Irwin's speech at the gym and be like, yeah, let's get this shit. But like,
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Okay, type shit. Um, let's go through those rankings while we're here. Like, just see the full list.
Oh
You got
yeah,
the rankings up. So I got the
we
rankings up. So
had Blue Lock after ReZero at like 8.5. Then we had Dragon Ball Daima at 8.4, and then it was Blue Box at 7.7.
what? Blue Box dropped down in the ranking. I swear they've been like top 2, top 3 the last 3, 4 weeks. What happened, you Blue Box fans? What?
Hey,
It wasn't.
hey
we
It
could
man,
wasn't
talk
sad
about Blue
enough.
Box, but what happened to Dragon Ball Daima is what I want to know.
It's been a
Dragon Ball
consistent. It's been
Dragon
a
Ball
consistent
Daima
eight.
fighting for its life in the rankings.
It's been a consistent 8 point mid. You feel me? Middle eights since it dropped.
Toriyama
Eh,
can't save y'all from the grave.
That's crazy.
Yo, that
That's crazy. And let me write this timestamp down so I can remember this when Diamond is peak and everybody's talking about it and it hits that 9 ish. I think it could peak at like a 9.9, a 9.0, a 9.0. So it could peak at a 9.
But like
Word.
what do you think is going to happen for that to like actually like. I feel like it for the only way to get to that high, it would be like them fighting them Guardian niggas,
Yeah.
and then you get like some wacky ass fusion like Chibi Vegito or something.
Hey, first off, don't ever disrespect Vegito like that. Okay, don't call it wacky. Don't call it chibi. It's not chibi. They're kids. There's a difference.
It still look like Chibi
Hey,
character.
because Gohan could pull up on the scene out of nowhere
He could.
and pop out.
He could be the only redeeming nigga for this.
He literally, they definitely need some Gohan action. At this point, Akira Toriyama must have like really hated Gohan. Like,
No,
at this
he didn't.
point,
The crazy thing is, he didn't. It was more so the fans and the editor that hated Gohan because he was setting Gohan to be the main character.
okay, I get that, but this is 40 years. Oh, also today is Dragon Ball Day. 40 years in the making. Congratulations to Dragon Ball. But this has been 40 years. Akira Toriyama is probably the biggest name in animaga history. If he wanted to do something special with Gohan at this point, he could do what the fuck ever, especially with Diamond because that's his little baby pet project. He could have made Gohan the main character if he wanted to, or at least he could have sent him to the demon realm or something. You know what I mean? Like, and he would have been the coolest because we actually saw him as a kid more than anybody else knows. Like, we didn't really see Piccolo as a kid. We only saw Goku as a kid. We saw Bulma. Even Bulma was older than she looks, at least. You know what I mean? Now, so it would have been made more sense.
She wasn't that much older than Goku though.
But she looked older. I'm saying, like, she
Well,
looked more like a teenager and stuff like that. You know what I mean? She
that's
looked
just
like a
because
little.
Saiyans they don't hit a
Ki-
growth spurt until later.
You're talking about age. I'm just talking about like the way they look. We saw
Yeah.
Kid Gohan. You know what I mean? We saw Kid Goku. We didn't see anybody else like kid wise in that form. So it would have been a good callback to see Kid Gohan with the long hair, maybe, or like the purple fit. You know what I mean, or something like that. Like, I feel like they kind of missed. They dropped the.
They
missed an
did,
opportunity with
because that would have been like a really like nostalgic moment for
Yeah,
Dragon
you know
Ball
what I
fans
mean.
too. So
Gohan with the little white headband, looking a little dorky with he had like the business in the front, party in the back cut. Like,
He was going crazy.
yeah,
he had that
like,
Raditz haircut. Low key.
yeah, literally low key, like the Raditz with the little mullet action a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. I think Diamond has the opportunity to cook. I can't see it peaking past like a 9.3.
They got elves growing out of radishes and thinking that shit's gonna be fire.
I did not like how easily Goku beat what's bro's name?
I don't know. Mid.
Glorio.
Glorio. I was hoping for a little bit more from Glorio, but
Yeah, I was
it's
hoping for more of a fight.
I told y'all the board was like the strongest nigga from there, and he could barely contend with a Super Saiyan untrained Gohan. Like none of them niggas is really up to snuff in the demon realm.
I get it, but they're kids. He can barely maintain Super Saiyan right now. And at the end of the day, I mean, even if you go by that logic, they say Glorio is about as strong as Supreme Kai as an adult or a normal Supreme Kai. Normal Supreme Kai has to scale over at least Super Saiyan 1.
No, he was gonna die to Goku in Super Saiyan 1.
Supreme Kai?
The nigga was funny. He says, if you don't move, I'm killing you right now in Super Saiyan. When him and Majin Vegeta are about to fight. You don't remember that part?
Bro, listen, I told you, infinite void brain.
Tight shit. No. Supreme Kai ain't that strong.
But even if you think about,
Supreme Kai kind of a bitch.
Facts. If you think about like a Zamasu though, you feel me, in Super. Like
Well,
there's level, even base Sumasu with the 4 fusing before
lost to Super Saiyan Goku.
I swear it was Super Goku. Like it was Super Saiyan God Goku. It wasn't Super Saiyan, was it?
No, he got smacked by Super Saiyan Goku.
Okay, listen.
Them Supreme Kais ain't strong.
One thing I'll say right now, Ken knows this shit on Dragon Ball.
Listen.
He watched it. He wasn't on TikTok watching that shit. Nah, he was watching that shit on Crunchyroll every week.
You can tell the difference. We don't see.
No, I was watching. I wasn't even watching on Crunchyroll at that time. That was straight pirated sites on some random DragonBallZ.com.
Yeah, get it.
They had all the episodes and shit.
My bad. My fault.
You can't say misspeak at all around Ken. He'd be like, actually.
Actually.
Hey, if that's what we're gonna do it.
Type shit. Y'all wanted to skip right past Blue Lock though. Blue Lock episode was fire. You feel me? Peak. Let me see. Where's Tower God on this?
Best goal I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, no Tower God. Okay. Hey, that goal was fire. That goal was fire.
Nagi's
what?
goal was tough. Nagi's goal was actually like, bro, when he like trapped
Hey
that
Jay,
shit in like his
move your mic a
shin.
little bit. I can't hear you as much.
Yo, 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 yo.
Okay, that's a little
yo.
bit better.
Oh my bad. Let me keep it. I keep moving away from it. It's better.
Yeah.
Bro, when he trapped the ball in his shin and then like pulled that shit to the back and then kicked that shit on the ground and then rotated his entire body and shot that shit, I was like, bro,
Average middle school feet.
it was like Blue Lock. All the production and time that they spent, about 95% of that time in production went into that sequence
Yeah.
alone.
And then the other 5% went into that snake shit of the episode before. Like,
Whack ass Cobra Kai.
oh my god, bro! When Ken hates something, boy,
Bro,
golly
he just be
gee.
spewing. He just be spewing, acting
Boy.
like Tower of God doesn't have even worse animation than Blue Lock.
So we're
It
adding Blue
does.
Lock to the list
Nah.
of Ken hate, right? All right, I got Blue Lock on there now. Bet Blue Lock anime.
See, the thing is, I actually like Blue Lock. It's just the animation is trash,
But the story,
so I just can't watch it.
Blue Lock is like, we have this conversation every other episode. But Blue Lock isn't like I don't watch it for the animation. Like it's just them kicking goals. Like I like the strategy aspect more. But the whole idea of the Blue Lock University is about how to become the best player, how to become the best egoist, and half the egoist is your identity as a player, which they're molding every game. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
people always shitting on character development. Literally, this whole show is character development. Like, you feel me? I fuck with it. It's like watching Death Note on the soccer field to me.
Okay.
Y'all care about Light's writing animation. Like, oh my god, y'all see his cursive?
I ain't gonna lie. That shit was peak.
Oh my god, it will be his pen moving like this, and then
And he was writing the shit out them words. That shit was going crazy.
Hey, he was though.
What about that, nigga?
Literally.
Bro, it's just that's funny that you say that because like I feel like anime studios will be like animating the most like
Mundane task.
Yeah, like when what was it in Jujutsu Kaisen Gojo when he was spinning the pen around in his hand because he unlocked like his new mode in Affinity. I was like, bro.
That shit was low key tough.
Literally, somebody fixated on like one random ass scene. They stayed overtime for that.
Maybe the little things for real.
It'd be the little things, just like in that Bleach episode with in the last. Y'all saw the running when they were running.
How could I not? How can I not? I saw your video twice on it.
Hey, look.
Hey, the jiggle physics was crazy.
If the post don't succeed, try again. Hey.
That was given Stellar Blade animation.
Raise your hand if you watch Stellar Blade.
That's a video game.
Okay, raise your hand if you played it.
Yo, nah, Ken is on your ass today.
Hey, same question. Raise your hand if you played Stellar Blade.
That's shit like upper video game of the year.
You played it? Oh, you watched it on TikTok?
No, I watched a gameplay video on YouTube.
Same way you read manga.
Damn, that is crazy, bro. You're really a TikTok viewer, a TikTok reader, a TikTok gamer. That's fucking crazy, bro.
I said this in the pre-pod. It's funny because like he refuses to finish a shonen manga or anime, but if it's manhwa with 9,000 chapters, 400 pages per chapter, he will go straight through it.
Bro, it's crazy. At this point, he be reading light novels on TikTok. He probably created his light novel through TikTok, honestly.
That's crazy.
He did say he caught up to that one on YouTube. Hey, audiobook.
Yeah, it's audiobook. Yeah.
Type shit.
You know, you got multitask. We got to work, my guy.
It'd be like that. That's crazy, Kim. We don't get you to read something one of these days. It's funny though because when we first started the pod, the narrative was me and Marcus don't read nothing, so Ken can't argue with us. But now that we've read everything,
no, it was more so. The argument was more so I watched more. It wasn't even that I read more.
Okay. Type shit. Wait. Watch more like non
Anime.
shonen? Like
Yeah, I'm
non
just talking
shonen.
just
Okay,
just a
okay,
bunch of
okay. Type shit.
bunch of anime in general. It
Type
was
shit,
never
type shit,
that
type
high.
shit, type shit. Well,
Yeah.
let's see. Your narrative of watching random bullshit anime on at the bottom of Crunchyroll. Our narrative of you not reading anything you talk about. Let's hmm? Hmm?
What you got to say to that, Kenneth?
Hey, I might not have read all of it, but I still read a good chunk. Just
Type
can't say
shit.
I didn't read. You know what I'm saying? Semantics.
Respect. I
That
guess while
shit
we're on
mid.
Ken's
Shit mid.
ass, we can ask you since you caught up in the Don to Don. So you saw the last week, the Silky Smooth. What's her name? Silky
Acro
Acrobatic
Silky.
Silky?
Acro
I just
Silky.
I just call her Acro Silky. I
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
As Acro Silky. You saw that episode, and then you saw the ReZero knockoff Irwin speech. What do you think? If you had to pick an anime or an episode last week,
no, that shit was the Donadon episode was fire. I
you
think that
picked
was definitely better. It deserved
definitely
a higher rating. Yeah, because
okay.
I think my favorite part though is like when they came and took her kid and he pushed her and she fell into the glass and then they switched the POVs of her running after
Okay.
after the daughter. That shit was like that like low key hit. So it's like you could see like the desperation and like how she was really trying to like that was like an emotional ass scene for real.
100%. I'm so sorry, bro. The way it started versus how it finished.
I had to
Yeah, my
describe
favorite.
it.
No, 100%. You did a great job. I'm sorry, I just lost it too early. You were before you got to your punchline. You were like, "Yeah, my favorite part was when she was getting her ass whooped in front of her daughter, and they ran up in her crib." you
That's crazy.
feel me? They were stomping Shorty out, and then it switched over to her dancing. You feel me? She's a beautiful ballerina. I'm like, it was just funny the way my brain processed it. But I agree 100%. That
'Cause
Donda
that
episode.
POV, I've noticed Don been doing that. Like they've done it like 2 or 3 times in the anime. They do like that first person POV of them running or just
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I
Yeah.
fuck with that heavy
Especially with
because
Okarum. Yeah.
like it really like immerses you into like that scene and like whatever like was going on. Like you low key can like
Facts.
feel that shit. Like damn, like you trying to get something that's being taken away from you and you can't get that shit. And it's just like you just stuck there bleeding out. That shit was crazy.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah, the
that was
anime is
crazy.
directed to perfection, honestly. Like I think like in terms of like just straight up
Like
direction and like
cinematography and direct, yeah.
yeah, like I think that you can make argument that that's like the best anime when it comes to that this year.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah,
I
in terms of
agree. I think
cinematography, I can't. Yeah, because I gotta look back.
One Piece might give it a run for its money. Only
Hey,
because
speaking about One Piece,
well,
now that
okay, go ahead.
that Don the Don episode came out and got a 9.7 or 9.8 on IMDb, which episode do you think is better, the Don the Don episode or the One Piece fan letter?
Okay, let me stat it out. Animation wise, they're probably both neck and neck. I might give One Piece a little bit.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, if you want to talk about those point of views, like if you want to talk
No, I'm
about the
talking about
first person,
The animation was still kind of when they switched to the mom scene like that animation level
bro,
went.
when they
The
switched to
art
the
style.
war, that bro, that art style is kind of crazy too. I mean, I think they're neck and neck is what I'm saying. I don't think like I couldn't put one definitively over the other because there are about 3 different art styles in the One Piece fan letter. Like 3 different moods, you know what I mean? Like it's I guess if I had to go story wise, Acro Silky's backstory hit a lot harder a little bit because it was a little traumatic, you know what I mean? I don't know. We can give it points for that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
because it wasn't necessarily that deep, it was just like
Still made you
real
feel
life.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just real life shit that it was like anybody with a heart, a little bit of empathy can feel. Um, which in a lot of ways the fan letter did something similar because usually we look at the Marines as the ops, but they showed us the Marine point of view where you got ships flying over your head and you're just a regular ass nigga with a bayonet. You know what I mean? Like that kind of hit too. I guess I have to give it to Down only because it's in narrative with, well, One Piece fan letters in narrative too. Dang. I'm gonna have to give it the One Piece fan letter only because it made me care about people I did not give a fuck about before. Well, damn. Don did the same thing.
I didn't give a shit about Acro Silky.
I didn't like Acro Silky, and I didn't like
I didn't like
Arya.
the pink hair chick.
Dang, this
Ira?
is tough. This is tough. I didn't like Ira.
Bro,
either.
because even her backstory with her mom was crazy too.
Man, it's
Watch
so crazy. Her dad was like, she was like, when is mommy coming back?
No,
She
but
ain't
just see,
coming
but
back.
see,
I'm
but
like,
as a little
man,
kid though, like you losing a parent like that shit is different.
true.
Because
I,
you
my,
just go ahead.
my body wants to say Don, but my heart, dog, my heart wants to say One Piece. I don't know, dog. Just that war scene. The war scene by itself just hit like so insanely because it gave you a whole different perspective of everything in the show. I don't know, dog. I can't call it. I can't call it. I might have to give it to One Piece because I don't normally like episodes like that. I might have to give it to One Piece. I'm sorry. The Don episode was amazing, but it was in line with some shit I would have already liked or watched. The One Piece fan letter was some shit that I only watched to make content. Any other time I would have skipped past it, but it was so good I watched it twice. And I would watch another continuation or some other version of it where they showed another point of view of something that happened in One Piece world. So I got to give it to the fan letter.
Respect.
Okay, One Piece still trash.
Hey, 30 years running.
30 years running of mid.
30 years. Like a One Piece arc, low key. They be running for years in them shits.
Hey,
one
speaking-
arc got one little season got like 13 arcs. That shit is crazy.
Somebody needs to track how many miles the Straw has run per arc. Because I swear there's like 20, 30 episodes of just them running somewhere.
That is facts, bro. In that Alabasta arc, bro, they went from bro,
The ocean?
they went they were
Literally,
running
like-
all over the goddamn place.
Literally, like you know how like they'll track like Steph Curry's off ball movement or whatever, like on the court. You can see like they need to do that for like just to show a map of Alabasta and to show like how they traveled, where they went. Like,
Oh man. I did want to say when Ken was talking about 30 years of mid and stuff, it's kind of funny because Ken not too long ago made a comment about Shonen about to
Wait.
be through 30 years of hell after their big animes end.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to go back on that because now that we see stuff like Kaiju number 8, Frieren, and Don popping off, do you still want to stand on that take, Ken? You think
Yeah,
it's over for Shonen?
it's gonna be a lot different in the next 5 to 10 years for them. Yeah, I still stand on that.
Like for the worse.
Yeah, I think they're struggling to find things to replace the big three, and then now that JJK's done, like that's left a huge hole in terms of like popularity that's brought to it. Because like these series, they're good right now, but like think about it, people aren't doing chapter updates and everything like that for Don Sakamoto Days. Like it's not the same. It doesn't have the same draw as previous generations. Like these are gonna be probably popping for the season, and then after that, the lull, that draw is gonna be pretty much irrelevant now afterwards. So I'm sticking to it. I see like the pattern of like and like how things are coming.
But JJK, I feel like was the only one that was doing that though.
Yeah,
that
that's
was a
that's what I'm saying.
JJK thing.
But that was like their next big hit after the big three.
That's not what
they were
makes
trying
a
to
hit though. Like they
But I'm
weren't
saying, but
doing
like
that shit for,
I'm saying, but that's what was bringing them money though. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the next mega series for them, and that shit hit. And then now that it's done,
but I don't think I would associate. I mean, you could associate that with JJK being popular, obviously, but I don't think that also has to do with the fandom and the culture of JJK. Like I don't
Yeah,
think you
but
need that in order to be successful though.
but you kind of do in this kind of space though.
Need? Do you
I
call
mean,
Chainsaw Man successful?
yeah, it's successful and it has a cult following like JJK.
But it's nowhere near like what JJK it was.
No, no, but that's also part because they had like the really good season 2 along with like the parts of the manga that were like good airing at the
Real,
same time.
I agree. Real quick, let's see. So you said 5 to 10 years, right? So let's do a little bit of math here. We probably will get the Culling Games arc what in the next year and a half, right? It's not next year, it's gonna be the year after, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll still have the Culling Games, and then you'll have Gojo versus Sukuna, and then the rest of the Shinjuku Showdown. That's at least 5 to 7 years itself. You know what I mean? Of
That's
being
like
able,
one series.
I understand, but you said it's gonna be dead in 5 to 10 years.
I
This is
say
the
it's
best.
the decline is going to be you're going to start noticing like drastic differences in the next 5 to 10 years.
Let's
At least in
rewind a
the
little bit. When sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. When Attack on Titan ended, which was pretty much the biggest in anime at the time, right? There
Mhm.
JJK was nowhere near as big as it is now. So I mean, if you were looking at things from that perspective, you would have kind of been able to. You wouldn't have seen how big JJK was going to be. My Hero is big, but a lot of times it feels like it's reached a ceiling already. You know what I mean? So I mean, if you look at it from that perspective without projecting what we have that doesn't have anime yet, you feel me? Then of
But
course
Attack on
JJK
Titan
didn't get.
wasn't really like a Shonen Jump like thing. It was on a different magazine.
Oh, it's not Shonen. Oh, my bad.
It's a
No,
Shonen category, but it
it is
wasn't.
shonen.
It's a Shonen category, but it wasn't like a Shonen Jump. It was for a
So,
completely different magazine.
so what they got to do with the? We're talking. You said Shonen's dying. That's a Shonen,
Yeah,
right?
I'm talking about more so like the company, like Shonen Jump. Like they're the main one
Well,
putting out.
Shonen is like three. It has like three different like sub
Oh, so
things.
you're
It
saying
has like
Shonen Jump specifically the company
yeah,
Shueisha?
you can't
Yeah,
just say Shonen and expect us to think you're
Yeah,
talking about
okay.
all
So
the
you're talking about
Shonen.
Shueisha specifically.
yeah. That's what when I said like they're looking for another series to like to help them. I'm talking more so like the company, like how they're running like their business. Like I don't think
Now,
it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be the.
okay. That helps me a little bit. So that makes if we were looking at all these new shows second season and none of them popped to like global status, that'd be one thing. But all these shows are on their first season. JJK, if you looked at JJK's first season, you would have not assumed that it would be the JJK we see it as now. You know what I mean? Like Kaiju number 8, one season. Don to Don, barely into his first season. Chainsaw Man, one season. Uh, Once you get that second season to where the following piggybacks off the first season, a new following catches on to the second season after seeing that, oh, there's 2 seasons, let me catch up, and then oh shit, the manga is still going. You know what I mean? We
Yeah,
have
but
a
a lot of the
recipe.
yeah, but a lot of these mangas are like My Hero is probably like the last one that has like a longer running one from the new gen for it to like okay, like we can stretch this and get multiple seasons out of it. Like a lot of these other shows, you might only get like 2 seasons max because a lot of these series aren't over like 180, 200 chapters. Like, and afterwards, it's kind of just going to become like a trend thing instead of like a longer lasting thing. And so they're going to have to keep pushing out more trends, and that's going to be harder, especially how they cut a crap ton of
Aren't
series every year.
aren't all the mangas though that are coming out right now like still ongoing?
Yeah, but they're all also getting kind of close to being done too. They're
What's
not.
getting close to being done?
They're not like what? Isn't
The what?
Sakamoto Days close to being done, or if not done,
Sakamoto Days is
It's
still
not
going.
done. And
I don't even
isn't it
think
close?
it's killing the sales right now. I don't know if it's close yet or not. I don't read it, but Chainsaw Man doesn't really feel like it. There's an end in sight where I'm at least. So I caught up. That's at least
Don the Don I know it's not ending anytime soon.
But it's not like 150 chapters right now.
for Donadon.
Yeah,
I
Let's
think it
look
might
up.
be a little further.
We all got Google. Let's see.
I think it's like
Shit.
152 or 154 or something like that.
Let's see.
But either way, that shit is not ending anytime soon though.
And it's a smash hit and halfway through its first season.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
And
I don't
200 chapters alone will get you like 4 seasons worth of anime content.
and that's at least 10 years, at least of anime
I don't know. I
animation
just
releasing.
I see it's they don't seem to be coming out with big hits as like they used to. Like it hits that like stay. I don't think they have the longer staying power. Is what it seems like. I feel like
I think maybe we just have to agree to disagree because
because
again, we
like
got
yeah, you could talk about like yeah you naming those, but that's only like a couple series, and I don't think those couple series have enough staying power as the stuff that they're trying to like replace. That's why they keep keeping One Piece out there. That's why they're doing more, um, giving Bleach a lot more stuff for the anime because like all right, that's what's making us the most money. We're just going to keep trying to milk that because people don't want to really get away from the big three. They keep trying to compare new stuff to it, and that's what they're trying to look for. So that's why I feel like in the next 5-10 years, I think the whole sphere is probably going to be looking a lot different.
wait you wait is his tweaking for you?
He turned into Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Marcus, I don't know what just happened. You started talking to like Transformer or some shit. While he's working it out though, dang, I had a point I lost. Cause he freaked me out with that. I ain't gonna lie. I know what was. I thought I don't know what. This man sound like a scroll. Um, yeah. While he's working that out, what the fuck was? What was your last point? Say it one more time. I lost track what I was about to say.
I'm saying I don't think the new series right now are bringing in the amount of money and notoriety that the
Oh,
big three was doing, and they're trying to find series that's going to replace big three because it's kind of they're all pretty much done. They're milking the last of Bleach as much as they can right now until they can find something to really fill the void of like the big three.
okay.
JJK was close, but now the manga's done and people don't necessarily like the ending of it, and so like now there's still like a little bit of like a gap in a hole left that they need to try and fill. And
That
and I think that's why they're trying to push all these new gens out right now, and they're trying to see which one is potentially going to stick. But I think they're realizing like a good chunk of them are like they're really good in trend for like the specific trends and seasons that they come out with, and then there's not a lot of staying power. There's not a lot of they kind of fall off after that. Like no one's really talking about kaiju anymore, or even I know you were doing like the manga read throughs, but like that's not even like a thing people are really like talking about anymore.
it was one season though. Like it'd
That's
be
what I'm saying.
different
But
if
like
no no
it's
no,
but it's
but
like but it's
you
a
don't get
trend.
staying
Like
power off of one season though. Like
you can you definitely can.
Who's done it?
most of
I
don't.
mean like after I mean, but if the manga and stuff too, like that was going on with JJK. It had one season, but people were still going to read the manga, and the people were doing it still had staying power, and it still
Yeah, but that's the
lasted
whole point
longer
of the
than the
anime
trend.
is to make people read the manga.
Yeah, I
If
know, but a lot of people aren't doing that for the
Nah,
series.
that's not true because the sales in Don to Don is like the best selling series right now in manga, like this past month.
Kaiju was up there too when the
Oh,
anime was
Yeah,
coming out. If
on
not,
which platform? I'm curious.
like what do you mean? Which platform?
Because there's different like which
On
it,
Oricon.
on Oricon.
Yeah, that's like
Okay.
yeah,
now
that's a
Ken,
pretty legit
if
website.
all these anime that you're like mentioning had like 2 or 3 seasons, and we're not seeing any staying power, people aren't thinking about them, people aren't looking for them while they're gone, then I'd be like, okay, I kind of can see what you're saying. But everything you're mentioning is relatively new in anime world, and
Fearing
like
about to be like the best selling manga of this year almost.
yeah. Frieren went platinum, and that was like some shit out the blue for a lot of people, for me at least. You know what I mean? So like,
Me too.
and if you're looking at the anime lineup, or manga lineup, a lot of these manga are literally being drawn for anime. Like you can kind of tell that they're being drawn with the anime already in mind. Like Blue Lock was easy to adapt because the shit already looked like an anime damn near. You know what I mean? Like
No, I hear you.
Kagurabachi, which I know you're gonna be like, oh, you guys are Kagurabachi sexuals. Kagurabachi, they're gonna have to like, I don't know. There has to be a bidding war right now for who's gonna animate Kagurabachi, because when they do, that has the makings. Kagurabachi is set up to where they could have video games, they could have memorabilia, they could have like shit outside of just the anime that people will spend money on because of how cinematic, how good dope the power system is, how dope the character designs are. You know what I mean? I think that's what they really need to keep Shueisha afloat. I mean, I think Shueisha will be good for the next 20 years with what we have out right now. You know what I mean? Without even a new
You
crop
think
coming.
really?
Yeah, I mean, even if you look at for real, like the Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi, like that is clearly drawn to be an anime, and soon. Like the way it's set up, it has a pretty fast startup. You know what I mean? Which we'll talk about later or whatever.
Ichi
Shueisha
the
has
Witch too. That
Ichi
new
the
ass
Witch,
series.
yeah.
That shit got like 11 chapters, and I'm already picturing this shit about to be like a Furin slash Black Clover mix of type of anime, bro.
I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's more so me, but I don't know. I just feel I just seen a lot of like. Yes, certain series are like the highest selling, but like manga sales as a whole is like down, and just in general. So I'm just like,
That's because the digital age, though. That's not necessarily because people aren't reading. And more people are probably reading now more than ever in history of at least East or Western manga readers. You know what I mean? But it's like with the music industry to where album sales are down because you don't have to go to the store and buy albums. Like you have to kind of figure out where people are listening, where they're streaming, and kind of count all that and try to figure out how that makes sense to a sale. But at least with music, if they actually make the math make sense, they'll have to pay the artist more, which I'm sure is kind of similar with the mangaka. If they make how much these views are bringing in make sense with their ad revenue, then they'll have to pay mangakas probably 2 times as much they're getting paid. So it's just a little bit easier right now if it looks like sales are down. If we have the manga plus streams or whatever, but we don't know how much money that how many sales that correlates to.
yeah,
Um, so I don't know. I think Shonen Jump's fine. I think we're kind of reaching like a golden age of anime manga. Because people are reading and watching more than ever. It's getting into pop culture now so much more than ever in movies, music, TV. You know what I mean? Just references popping by. Like it's and all of it's shonen. It'll never really be non-shonen shit. Like you know what I mean? It all is Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, JJK, Attack on Titan isn't Shonen Jump, but My Hero references. You know what I mean? Like we're straight. We're straight. How about you and Manwa? Actually, never mind. Manwa is one of the greatest creations ever, second to LeBron James and Naruto Uzumaki.
Fuck it, I'll say it. How about Manwa, Ken? How about Manwa?
hey,
What y'all got? Yeah, y'all get solo leveling. Y'all think y'all fucking run the shit.
Literally.
Solo Leveling technically probably had a better run than. You can't really name anything that had a better run this year.
Oh wait,
year than Solo Leveling.
the best manhwa, like the most successful manhwa
Ever.
ever.
Yeah,
How about
I'd say
Tower of God? How about God of High School?
those
And
manhwas
honestly,
are fire.
if we look at
I
those
low key
numbers-
I have God of High School manhwa over Naruto, but that's a different conversation.
It ain't successful as Naruto.
I didn't say it was. I just said I think it's better. I didn't say it was as
It
successful.
doesn't have the same staying power.
Listen, I can't even say
That-
Manhwa's
that-
gonna
that-
fall off because Manhwa gotta like actually come up to fall off. Like Manhwa hasn't even came up.
What are you talking about?
Solo Leveling came up.
Manhwa
That's about
in
it.
general. Do you know how many people are on the Webtoon app? Do you know
so
that
many
web
people? If you're not on the Webtoon app, you should download it and check it out today.
it has like 180 million users.
Crazy work. Not gonna
And
lie, solo leveling is like LeBron on that Cavs team of bums. You feel me? Like,
that's
where he
crazy.
where he dragged the
Yes.
bums to the finals and got
No,
smacked.
no. The crazy thing is, Solo Leveling isn't even on Webtoon. That's on a completely different platform.
Doesn't Webtoon got manga though too?
Yeah, Hell's Paradise in full colors uploading in what'd you say, December 4th?
They already started uploading it.
Okay,
They already got
type
like
shit.
20 chapters up there.
Go check it out now. Use promo code JRiddle.
Also, Webtoon isn't just it's not all manga either, right?
Yeah, it's like
It's just web novels in general.
Yeah.
So
No,
that
no,
shit could be American
no.
made too.
There's no like web novels on Webtoon. It's primarily like the comics.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
comics, yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not just Korean made comics though, right?
No. There's a bunch of American people that put their shit on there and everything. Like
And
there's like 20 or 30 million like creators.
Meaning that
and
that's not manhwa
Yes, it is.
because manhwa's Korean based.
But manhwa's that's no that's manhwa encompasses other countries though. Yeah,
Nope.
because
Nope.
T-Bait is an American made series, but it has a manhwa.
That shit is not a manhwa, bro. That shit is
T-
not a manhwa.
if it's yes, it is. What are you
Bro,
talking
if
about?
it's American made,
literally
if
on
it's
top of
American made, that's like saying Avatar, The Last Airbender is an anime. It's not an anime.
the T-Bait light novel is an American made author, and the light novel got picked up by a Korean studio to draw it. It's a manhwa.
I have another question. We always,
Is it
blame.
published by a Korean?
The manhwa,
Yeah.
yeah, it's on Tapas.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
this nigga Marcus. Marcus is about to die 3 deaths on this hill. No, there's my
But
question.
but the author is American though. Like you can be an American person and get your shit published on the Korean
Okay.
thing.
Wait.
Yeah.
You can also be mid and publish mid. My question, god damn it, is we're always blaming, or at least Ken. This is Ken's explanation for why mom will get such poor adaptations because it's not Japanese based. So Japanese put them on the back burner. We've seen Chinese animation be at the pinnacle of animation in a lot of ways. And the Chinese don't really, I mean, I'm not saying they don't fuck with Japan, but like there's a little like beef there as far as like culturally. Well, why won't they just get with the Chinese and have them animate that shit?
They got beef too. They all got beef with each other.
Oh, shit.
you if China don't mess with Japan, you think they gonna mess with Korea?
South
What?
Korea at that.
You
Yeah,
right. Actually, now that I think about it, you 100% right. You 100% right.
But what was I about to say? But yeah, no, yeah, Solo Leveling isn't even on the Webtoon app, and they have like 180 million users. That's published by a completely different like company. And funny enough, Webtoon actually, the company, they own the biggest site in Japan where people read all their manga. Actually,
You have any
it's
names?
called Manga Line. Like that, most people in Japan read their manga on there, and not like Shonen Jump and shit or Manga Plus.
Type shit.
And like Webtoon owns it.
How did Webtoon? Damn, that's crazy. And Webtoon is Korean based, or
Mhm. Yep.
That's what's up.
I'm not understanding how none of that shit is working.
That's what's up.
I guess bottom line is Shonen Jump will be here forever. And we good. We ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about falling off. You feel me?
Hey, bottom line is you look at the top 10 sales and they're all Japanese manga. And they're probably all shonen.
That's also because manhwa doesn't sell their shit like how Japan does.
Cope.
That's not cope. That's just how it works. That's
Cope.
why I think they make so much more money.
Cope.
Because they have it all digital, so they don't need to like.
Where's the proof that they make more money?
They own the mangas, the biggest web platform where people read their manga in Japan. On top of having one of the bigger,
is that making more money than the physical sales?
Yeah, because the ad revenue, they don't got to come out of money to print that shit.
How do you know how much they're making off ad revenue?
If they can buy multiple other companies and publishings and put them underneath them, I can assume that they probably own more compared to what Shueisha does in terms of what they have.
So are you saying that this is basic economics?
Hey, all I'm saying is the Korean publication is a little bit more progressive with their approach in terms of cornering the digital market compared to Shonen.
So do you think they're gonna have a monopoly over everything in the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years?
Oh yeah, they already kind of showed it.
Wait. Who? I lost track. Who's gonna have a monopoly?
Webtoon. They already kind of shown that they already have like they cornered the digital market before Shonen did. Their apps is completely better compared to how Shonen's apps are. Two, they have a system for their creators where like they're not put on ridiculous time schedules and stuff like that. Like their creators can dictate when they want to go on a hiatus, how long they want to go on hiatus, and it's fine because they don't put scheduling conflicts on their people and and killing their mangakas. Also, they're not nationalists or racist where they don't allow anyone else besides people in Japan to put stuff on their platform. So now you're getting people from all over the world creating and putting stuff on the platform. You're just going to have a bigger draw
Nah, I
inside
agree
of it.
with that. I agree with that. Webtoons definitely got a better system for it to expand globally, for sure. For sure.
Hey, once Shonen does go completely digital, that means it'll be the end of leaks because there ain't no way to get that shit leaked at that point.
No. And like with manhwas too, like they wait to see if your shit is popular digitally before they start making like physical shit.
Okay.
So
Are
they
you selling
kind of
scrolls?
you see no, it comes out in a book format. Like you can get a couple.
Nah, yeah, I saw them. They come in like the big ass books.
Mm-hmm.
Not big ass books, but like they got like a hardcover copy, I think, if I
Yeah.
remember. Actually, no.
No, they got some for sure.
Hell yeah.
They're pretty tough though. I'm not gonna lie, because I was looking at that shit in Barnes and Nobles, and I was like, damn, yo, I might have to cop myself a manga, bro, because this shit is tough.
It does look nice in real life. It feels nice too to have and shit.
But
I feel that.
none of that shit equal this right here. None of that shit equal this right here. Count your fucking days, Ken, because this right here about to take over the whole entire fucking earth.
Why did he pick it up like an anime character?
Hey man, just wait. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. But the clear Kagura.
Hey, inertia light novel out everywhere soon.
Insomnia.
That's crazy.
Insomnia is crazy.
Hey, you can't go to bed because that's how peak inertia is.
Oh, God.
When you said it the other day, I was like, that one doesn't really work. That one
Way to flip it.
No, literally. Damn, I really want to ask you, since you finished the part 1 of Chainsaw Man, I really wanted to ask your opinions because we started talking a little bit in the chat about Makima and some things. All right, fuck it. At this point, spoiler alert. If you don't want to get spoiled, Chainsaw Man and JJK, you might as well go around about your day. Marcus, how do you feel about the end of Chainsaw Man Part 1?
I would just like to state this, and I might get I don't even know what the word is, but I'm gonna just say it. Makima, best villain in Shonen.
Best villain in Shonen?
Best villain in New Gen Shonen. In New Gen Shonen. Best villain in New Gen Shonen.
Oh
Honestly, that ain't crazy. That ain't really crazy to say. It really ain't.
Shorty got packed up in 95 chapters. What?
She's still tough.
Bro, what?
Still
Really? The best? Best. She
Bro.
controlled the whole verse and got packed up in 95 chapters.
Bro, when I saw her when I saw her off power, I was like, oh shit, that's kind of crazy. But that wasn't even the craziest part. The craziest part was the following chapter. When she was like, yeah, I basically just wanted you to live a happy ass life so I could break the contract with you and the devil by just murdering every person in your life that was actually like close to you. It's like, God. Bro, and the fact that they built that shit up for like 80 plus chapters too, like that was fucking crazy.
I guess that
was tough.
That was tough. No, now that you're there, the panel I was telling you about, that was the hardest panel I've ever seen in like the sequence of panels is when she shot Chainsaw Man off into space. He like ripped his heart out, threw that bitch back, bro, threw that bitch back down, and then like came back. What's the word?
Regenerated, like regenerated basically.
Around the heart, and then soloed all 4 of the special demons.
Bro, nah, because then you turn into fucking Spider-Man with the chainsaw threads.
Yeah, bro, that was hard. That's why I was like, that was the hardest sequence I've seen bro draw. That shit was hard.
I could just like imagine that shit getting animated.
Yeah.
How much of his soul you think he did to draw that scene? Because there's some other questionable panels in that bitch, and I'm just sitting
real
there.
Questionable panels. That one, he might have called somebody to help him out. Like, hey, gay, how would you draw this?
I'll be looking at something. I'm like, so how did this get a manga? How did his art get a manga? But then I'm like, you know what?
Bro, I hate some of the combat sequences. Some of the hand-to-hand stuff is cool, but everything else, like especially when they turn the actual devils, you know what I mean, to fight like that.
They just lose all type of fighting ability.
Yeah, literally. It's just heads off and bodies severed, and like it's not like but
nah, I could definitely see that. Honestly, the Makima fight was kind of mid, like the between Denji and Makima. Like I thought that fight was pretty mid, honestly.
And you got Makima over Sukuna? I put Makima.
I think it's more so the essence of her villainy instead of like what she, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
bro. Honestly, I don't think Sukuna's a dog like Makima, bro. Like I really don't.
Because like Sukuna was over here glazing for real. Like, was he really even a villain? Like he was over here just trying to
that makes him even more of a villain. He's like, oh wow, this is a cool technique while I'm whooping your ass. Like, what are you talking about? Like that, like,
I don't know.
The thing with Makima is her being evil wasn't like a good. I mean, it was a plot twist, but it wasn't that good of a plot twist. The way they went about it was great though, because she was, I'm about to kill Power right now. That was hard. Don't get me wrong, but like you could tell she was on some bullshit. And after she got killed, when they killed everybody on that train, and she came back, you're like, okay, she's definitely a devil because nobody else comes back to life except devils. You know what I mean? And the actual main fight was kind of mid. So it was just her being devious was pretty much the best part of her villainry. You know what I mean? I guess her maybe having a little bit of a plan, but that makes her more like Kenjaku at anything. And I still put Sukuna over Kenjaku as far as the villain. You know, like
really,
she got packed up in 95 chapters. We putting her over Shigaraki.
Hey, that was the hardest 95 chapters of
you really want to talk about how you really want to talk about Sukuna got packed up? Like we can go there.
Bro, Sukuna got packed up by the
plot. We're gonna talk about the last like 20 chapters after the Gojo versus Sukuna fight.
Gas.
That shit was
gas.
that shit was not gas.
The last 5 chapters are questionable, but everything else was hard. Bro, what?
He was running the Sukuna gauntlet, but that shit was just.
Oh my god, Marcus!
There were no stakes in the Sukuna gauntlet. Like we knew it was going to happen.
No stakes.
We knew it was going to happen.
There are no stakes.
If Gojo couldn't beat that nigga, none of these other niggas was going to beat him. We knew it was just throwing it in there to waste time.
Bro, there are no stakes in Chainsaw Man. The only person, again, spoiler alert, that probably won't come back is Aki. Everybody else, Power's gonna come back at some point. Makima came back one chapter later. Like, as a good guy. Spoiler alert, my bad, Marcus.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's in one chapter literally, but like, bro, you want to talk about stakes? At least in JJK, they let us know at the end the stakes weren't as stakey as, but it felt like every chapter you read and you feel like there's stakes. Whenever Denji dies or gets his head carved, you're like, he'll come back. Denji. Oh my god, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm gonna shut up. Actually, no, this happened during the Makima fight. Denji can literally get dismembered, bro. He got sent to a literal hell and came back, bro. There are no stakes,
bro. But honestly, there was no point in time in JJK where I was like, "Yo, Yuji's gonna die." Like, bro,
whoa. See, this revisionist history, because there was a point where we kind of were like. Kind of contemplating whether or not Sukuna could win. It's like Sukuna might actually win. Like, you know, no villain in Shonen really wins. But there were some chapters where you're like, okay, Sukuna about to just like win this. Like, come on.
That's why I said it was going to end horribly, because there's no one left that could beat him, and they're going to have to pull an ass pull to beat him. And it was a shitty ending. And look what happened. Exactly. Boom, pow, pow. That's what happened.
Sukuna got beat by the plot. Makima got beat by the same nigga that beat her 100 years ago or 1,000 years ago or whatever. She got beat the same way. Like, she got beat twice. She's 0-2 versus Chainsaw Man.
That's good writing, parallels. You know what I'm saying?
That's the greatest 0-2 I've ever seen in my lifetime, bro.
You said the fight was mid.
That was the greatest going to ever.
But it
Because,
spoke volumes.
bro, it's
Bro,
not even the
they
fight.
built
Bro,
they built up the gun devil
fuck
and
that,
he was a
because you
bum.
know, bro, nah, because you know when the anime comes out for that shit in like 2035, that shit gonna be animated flawlessly.
That's facts. That's facts. We're not gonna talk about though how she built up the the gun devil, the sword devil, and they're all bums. Every single one of them, like, but they're.
I ain't gonna lie though. I fucked with the sword devil. That nigga was tough.
I do. He's cool. He's still cool. He's still around to it. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. His fight in the anime went low key crazy.
His fight in the anime did go crazy.
did go
that
clap.
nigga hit
He
the
did go clap.
nastiest vanishing step and just started piecing.
Yeah, that's
bro.
facts. That's facts.
Honestly, like that entire like what was that arc called? Was it like the Makima arc? Was it just called that?
Which one?
The one like where Denji actually kills Makima.
That's like the Makima betrayal or something like that. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. But keep going.
Because that, bro, when that arc gets animated, holy fuck, that shit is gonna go crazy. Like I already see like the internet going insane over that shit.
I will say too,
Glazeworthy.
Now
it is definitely
glazeworthy. Now that I'm inching my way into Chainsaw Man like fandom, they are pretty decent with spoilers. So that could be like a plot twist that isn't super huge. Like, everybody knows Gojo's gonna die at this point. You know what I mean? Like in JJK. But like that could be a pretty decent plot twist in the anime still. Like Makima's betrayal. Like the way she goes about. Again, it's the way because everybody knew she was evil or devious in some way, shape, or form. She looked evil. She smelled evil. She's, you know what I mean?
Some Orochimaru type shit.
Literally. But when she was in that room, Marcus sent the panel, and they were in that room. She was like, Power's knocking at the door. She's like, I'm about to kill Power. I read that like he got to be dreaming or it's a joke or something like that. And right then and there, like
as soon as he opened the door,
literally. Power sacrifice that hit. That power sacrifice really. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's technically sacrifice, but power sacrifice hit. Aki's hit too.
Aki looking my favorite character.
I like Aki. I like Aki. His sacrifice made me like him a lot more. I will say that. The way
I think like when that scene gets animated, like when Denji and Aki are fighting, like when that shit gets animated in the anime, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't gonna because Mappa they gonna Mappify that shit and like they gonna add unnecessary shit in there. They gonna make it better than what it was.
Yeah, it's facts.
Just like that whole Sukuna versus Maharaga. They made that shit way better than it was in the manga. That shit was ass in the manga.
Yeah, facts. Wait, what was ass in the manga? I was still looking up these arcs. Wait, hold on. I was on autopilot.
We got him.
Versus Maharaga was ass in the.
We got him.
No, it was fire. It was fire in the manga too. It was fire.
I was 111.
No. Sukuna versus Maharaga was fire in the manga. What are you talking about?
He said it.
Yo, honestly, would you rather take the Sukuna versus Maharaga fight or the Denji versus Maki fight?
Sukuna versus Maharaga easily.
Bro, I don't know. I think I might take the Denji versus Makima fight, honestly.
You just said it was mid. We got rewind.
But I agree with Ken, bro. The Sukuna versus Maharaga fight in the manga was kind of ass though.
That's not fair though. It's after we see how much they glazed in the anime. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like
that's after the anime. In the manga, it was still fire. We were excited for that the whole season, and then they did what they did, and it made the manga look like trash. Like not trash. It made the manga look like subpar.
It made it look like what it actually was.
Listen. If I wasn't trolling, I would agree with you, Jay. But since I am trolling, that shit was straight up buns.
And just think about it. They made Denji look cold in the anime. You don't think they gonna overglaze and overhype some of them fights when they come out?
The only thing
you don't think they're gonna take some creative liberties?
But bro, like.
You don't think they're gonna do some nice POV CGI switches like they was doing?
Bro, you don't think they're gonna go crazy for Pochita? Like when he becomes Pochita? Bro.
That was hard. Black Chainsaw, yeah, that was crazy. I wish after he went back to being regular White Chainsaw Man, bro, I was like, nah, I can't unsee the like
it don't hit the same.
Bro, yeah, like shoulders. The chainsaws were just like the chainsaws were smaller than his arms. Like, He was
That shit
riding a
was tough.
chainsaw like a skateboard. Like bro was going crazy.
That's-
Bro was going crazy. Spider-Man, Chainsaw Man. I'm glad you caught up. One day, Ken can catch up and we can really talk about it.
Tight shit.
That shit.
Wait, Ken, you not caught up on part 1? Like you didn't read part 1?
I'm like 75% of the way through.
Mind you, he has not opened that shit probably since what the anime before the anime because you were caught up you were ahead of the anime, weren't you?
Yeah, I was at one at a certain point. Yeah,
Bro has not opened Chainsaw Man in 3 years.
Bro had me convinced he read the whole shit.
Hey, listen.
I just said it was
it-
better. I ain't say I read it all.
He's able to have like full blown conversation too, like, and you would never know unless you know. Like, it's a true skill. Ken, it's a true skill. Like Marcus can do it with the anime, but doing it with the manga is like that's rough. That's hey y'all man, y'all peak content creators. I swear to God, y'all. I'm trying to get like y'all, man.
Nah, Ken on another level, bro. That's insane.
Literally. We can talk about Boruto while we at Manga World. Shit. Another peak chapter. I mean,
I ain't read that one yet.
Then you I thought you read the leaks though.
I saw like 2 panels of the leaks. I didn't see all of it yet. I'm not anyone who like cares if you spoil it though. You can go over that shit.
I mean, it wasn't like really anything like super spoilerish happened in that chapter, right, Jay?
not yet. I mean, we knew he knew Flying Raijin. We just didn't know how he figured it out.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean,
And how his shit is different.
yeah, how his shit is more mid than Minato's, but it's all good. I'm sure
But
he'll figure out a way.
Is it really mid though, or he just
Bro,
hasn't fully
listen.
mastered it?
I made a video about in the notes right now with all the research, and I read the leaks, and then I waited to read the regular translation to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Compared to Minato's, that shit is mid. Now, I mean, maybe in the future he might find a way to make it more like Minato's, but you gotta think about it like this: Boruto needs his chakra on whatever in order to teleport to where it is, be able to find it, and he has to also be able to sense where it is.
Yeah.
Minato can put a mark on your forehead in China, and if he remembers what your forehead looks like, he can teleport there like that because it's reverse summoning seal
Yeah.
instead of Otsutsuki teleportation. You know what I mean? So I'm sure. I mean, if Boruto actually understood how to like spam Otsutsuki teleportation, I guess maybe that could be better. But we didn't even see the Otsutsukis utilize it like that, so I don't know if it's possible to actually like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Minato's literally that seal is crazy because you can put the seal on anything. Boruto can only put his chakra on metal objects right now, you know. So
Yeah, but I feel like it has the potential to be low key better.
I kept reading it too because I feel like there is like one thing about the Moto Boys is they'll leave a tidbit somewhere for later on. You can be like, oh, they did kind of allude to that. So I'm gonna read it one more time to see if there's like some kind of red herring as to like how OP it could be. But even Boruto was like, yeah, it's not as good as Minato's. I don't know if it ever will be. The way Minato did that shit, bro. We watched Minato catch a bijou bomb. Like,
Hey, have faith in my young lord.
I got faith.
He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out.
He's
Anybody's
he's
faith.
only a youngin when it comes to being an Otsutsuki. So
He'll need those fuck ass seals.
It's crazy to me that he couldn't figure out how Minato did it though. I mean, if you know the basic premise, I feel like like he had to make his I guess he wasn't trying to. The way they explained it in the manga was he was trying to figure out Otsutsuki teleportation and it just ended up working out to be more like Flying Raijin. So
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it kind of pisses me off that like people like say, oh well, it's basically Sasuke's whatever the fuck it's called. But like he's not swapping.
Hidden hand, yeah.
He's not swapping like
oh my god
between
bro.
objects.
Oh
my
god. Imagine a fight with Sasuke and Boruto. You feel me? Just fucking Toji and Itadori and that shit up, dog. Just like swapping, like Sasuke. Oh wait, no. Sasuke doesn't have his Rinnegan. He'll have it when he gets out the tree. He'll have it when he gets out. That's why the face is covered up. It's all good.
He'll take one of Hidar's.
Literally, he'll have his Ring Sharingan back. But imagine a fight with them, bro. Like, think about how peak it already is when Naruto and Sasuke swap. Imagine with Boruto's IQ. Naruto's IQ is high, but Boruto's IQ is clearly like on another level, and Sasuke's already high IQ. Just like, bro. And you think Shonen Jump's about to die? Fuck no. Come on now, we good. Shonen Jump is good. Imagine when
we won't get that chapter for like 20 years. The pace of
Nah, you right. You right.
I mean, no, Boruto moves pretty fast though. Think about it. We've covered a lot of ground in 16 chapters. No, all right, type shit. All right,
bro, that's almost 2 years, and we got 16 chapters.
we aren't we still like technically on the same arc?
Yeah.
I consider this like kind of on entering into like a third arc. You know what I mean? The very first arc was like the assault on Konoha. The second arc was the Shinju arc, I'd say. Now this next arc is gonna be the assault on Suna or the Sand Village. You feel me?
I feel like
that's kind of really fast pacing.
Nah, but I feel like you could put like the Shinju like with the assault on Konoha.
You might be able to. We could do 2 arcs, but I mean, think about it. Each chapter is like 55 pages. That's like 2.5 normal chapters, you know, in manga world.
Yeah.
So 16 times 2.5 is what, like 40 chapters, or about 40 chapters in real world deep.
So that's like a good first arc.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, 2 arcs, but yeah, I feel it. Shit, Kagurabachi I feel like Kagurabachi's like 4 arcs deep right now.
Yeah. They had the introduction arc, the Sojo arc, Raikuzaichi, and now it's the Sword Bears.
Yeah, Kagurabachi might not even make it to like 150 low key.
Nah, bro, because they haven't even introduced like the other.
Yeah, there's so much.
Hey, you could do a lot with writing in 100 chapters now.
And then Mr. Soho, what's his name? I'm bad with names.
Samura.
Mr. Samura, Loki alluded to there being like a bigger threat than the heat. What's the H? The H. Help me.
Hishaku.
The Hishaku. Thank you so much. Look, Marcus is my my
Kagurabachi dictionary.
If each arc is like 8 to 9 chapters in Kagurabachi, he could get that shit off in like under 100.
I mean,
no way.
He could low-key get that shit off. He kind of getting it off now.
Bro, the Raikuzaichi arc was like what? Like 30 chapters?
He just said he got like 4 arcs.
At this part with the Daidenseki though, like even once they get through the sword shit, they're gonna have like some kind of upgraded swords with the Daidenseki stones. You know what I mean? At some point, so you already know they got a whole nother 100 chapters.
Bro, I think we're gonna get like a flashback arc too, cause
that'd be crazy. Hidden inventory.
Bro, the lore in Kagurabachi right now is kind of going crazy too.
Yeah,
like it kind of feels like I seen people say it's like a Heian era kind of feel to it,
or even like a Second Great Ninja War or some shit, Third Great Ninja War type shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
bro, I just want to know who the fuck they were fighting to need.
Bro, need nuclear swords. You need nuclear swords. That's like, yeah, that's crazy. Ken, listen. All right, so look. I'll make a binding vow, bro. I will watch any slice of life anime that you choose if you catch up in Kagurabachi. Any slice of life anime you choose. That'll be my binding vow to you. I will sit down and watch the lovey-dovey, soft ass.
Ken, I'll read a manhwa.
Oh, we can do that too. I'll
do a manhwa. Do a manhwa.
Okay. On the Webtoon app, you feel me? Best app on the planet for reading manga. Hey, you pick it. All right, next episode, you have yours ready. Me and Marcus will come back to the drawing board just in case there's another, because there are a lot of good manga weeks. Since you're, we're making it like this, we'll come back to the drawing board and then we'll come back and we'll choose and we'll lock in and we'll say this is how many chapters each of us need to read, and then we'll come back to the.
Because one, I'm probably gonna have y'all do. It just finished like yesterday, so. And
please, less than 300 chapters. I beg you.
No, it's like 200. It's like 202.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna give y'all like a super long one. I know y'all wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I would. I just need some time separation from Hunter x Hunter, because Hunter x Hunter is like.
No, the shit I'm gonna like recommend y'all like is like, it's not like a Hunter x Hunter type shit. Like,
okay.
Nah. Ease y'all niggas in.
Okay, I respect it. So we
Yeah,
read that, and you read Kagurabachi, and we got ourselves a deal. So then
Okay.
you can hop on the Kagurabachi Glaze with us.
Okay. All right.
sorry.
So then you could be like, damn, bro, this shit is really peak.
Oh, I can't wait for y'all to read the shit that I'm about to give y'all then, because you might be like, damn, Ken,
Is
you
it
was right
content?
about this one.
Is it content worthy? We can make videos about it, and people will actually like watch the videos.
Oh no, the series is relatively popular.
You're relatively be doing a lot of work when you say relatively. Like how how relatively we talking? Because
I feel like if you made a post about it on your account, you'll probably get some more people that probably don't read manhwa looking at the shit and be like, damn, I might have to go really check that out.
okay, all right, type shit. All right, bet.
Especially with the visuals. The visuals are insane.
Type shit. All right. All right. Well, that'll be on the next week's docket. Y'all got anything else on your hearts, minds, souls you want to get off your chest? Manga, manga. RIP to Marx's Jets. We ain't gotta get into it. I don't want to,
Nah,
reopen the
I'm
wound.
good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I
RIP
don't
to
want to talk about
Jets.
it.
The
I
Packers.
am good off of that.
Ken's Packers narrowly escaped Caleb Williams by a tipped field goal.
Man, speaking of Caleb Williams, the organization trying to give up on that nigga.
I don't know why they need to give up on themselves. They're not trying to give up on him. They just don't want to have a lame duck season where he could get injured if they can't do anything coaching wise, O line wise. You feel me?
They was like, oh, Justin Fields was the problem. Was it now?
I don't think people were actually saying Justin Fields was the problem.
Oh, yes, they were.
I think they were saying he wasn't the solution, but I don't think they were calling him the problem. It was clear that he could not be defended. Bro was running for his life too.
They literally just swapped out someone who's.
Justin Fields did have a little bit of problem holding on to the ball too. Now I think about it,
They literally just swapped out the same QB, but a less athletic version.
younger and cheaper with a better arm.
You can't even say he has a better arm.
I think you can.
Mm-mm.
Listen. This will be one of those takes that age is pretty decent. You feel me?
No.
Bro, he went to the Steelers and they refused to show him any plays where he threw the ball farther than 10 yards. Bro, are you serious? They did not. As soon as Russell Wilson put a helmet on, boom, bro was throwing bombs down the field. They would not let Justin throw shit down the field.
Justin's a different type of player, though, than Russell.
Yeah, he's not throwing down the field. Caleb will be throwing down the field once he gets his rhythm down. Once he's starting to get.
He got a lot to get down.
He got a lot to get down. He's a rookie. It's okay. It'd be like that. He needs to stop, focusing on his nail color and focus on getting the ball out of his hands a little more. You feel me? But
it's crazy. You got rid of someone
who was gonna be demanding money.
Yeah. But what you could have did though is you could have got way better draft picks to put around him compared to what you did. You just basically swapped that dude out for a less athletic version and not as accurate as a thrower.
Open up the budget
to be in the same situation. You could have got a better O line, and you still could have got some good receivers.
Both of those receivers.
Yes, they would. No, they got those receivers in free agency when Justin Fields was there.
Justin Fields hadn't signed his the max contract yet, and he probably still isn't going to sign one at this point.
I don't think he was going to get a max contract. He would have got an extension.
He would have wanted one, and that was the problem. No starting quarterback doesn't go for the max if they have the opportunity. He would have got franchise tag. There would have been issues anyways. You might as well start with a younger quarterback who might be a little bit less able at the time, but he's younger, cheaper. You can build around him because you need to build the team.
Business decisions.
Literally, they weren't ready to win anyway. So even if they did get some pieces around him, that still wouldn't guarantee to win. They would have to build, and by then they would have to pay him the Dak Prescott premium. You know what I mean?
No, but Dak Prescott had better numbers though that warranted that money though.
Yeah, but the thing is, in NFL, it's just a line, so it doesn't matter. The next person that tries to get the max is going to start where Dak is at, even if they're not as good as Dak. At least in negotiations.
Yeah, I guess. But I was going to say Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins had the numbers to kind of show it, though, even though he's not necessarily as good.
Yeah, that's a good example, yeah. All I know is my Lions are steamrolling shit, dominating. We put the pause on the Jaguars. I don't know if y'all saw that score.
Yeah, I'll
The
put the
Lions,
pause on the most mid team in the league.
Man, they are buns.
hey, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. It'd be so bad. They were just trying out plays like at the bottom of the playbook. Like why you got your O lineman running routes? You feel me? Like that shit is hilarious. Like,
Bro, nah, the Lions have been straight up killing teams this year. I'm not like, bro, they've been. This should
literally,
be their year.
I
literally.
feel like they're gonna find a way to squander it though.
I don't know though.
Crazy.
I
The
think they're
AF
just a good team. Like
the
they're
AFC
a good coach team too.
No, they are a very good coach team, but the AFC is just
Ours. The AFC is ours. OU our R. Ours.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the NFC is way more competitive than the AFC.
really.
Let me pull these up. Wait.
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know if I can-
who does the AFC have? The Chiefs and the Bills?
The Ravens, the Steelers, the Texans.
Bro, I'm not counting the Steelers, bro.
Steelers-
I don't
They're
give a fuck how
They're
good they are.
8-2, and
Bro,
they
but nah,
The Steelers are legit, bro. The
nah,
Steelers are
they
legit.
they look legit now, but I guarantee you their ass is not getting past. They're not going to the AFC Championship. I'll say
They
that
literally
shit right
just
now.
beat
I'll
the
stay on
Ravens.
business. I don't give a fuck if they beat the Ravens. Listen, I need to see what they do in the playoffs.
Nah, AFC is kind of stacked. Ravens,
AFC
Steelers, Chiefs,
the
the
AFC
Chargers
is-
are respectable.
Nah, you're right. The AFC is
Bills,
stacked, but I still
Texans.
think it's gonna
like
be the
I
Chiefs
think
and
the
Bills.
Lions can come out of the NFC. They really only got to work against the Eagles and the Vikings.
No, we made the
Is
Vikings
it
our
just-
bitch.
49ers are gonna get healthy though.
49ers are getting healthy. Seahawks are respectable, but there's no way they might not even make the playoffs. Honestly, the NFC's record doesn't show a lot of respectable teams in NFC. There's a lot of respectable teams that if they get in the playoffs, it's kind of like anybody's game. So
Nah. The AFC is definitely deeper though. Now that you mentioned all those teams, they definitely are deeper.
yeah, but the AFC has the best and worst teams in the league. And they have the Jets,
Yeah.
the Patriots, they have the Raiders, they have the Browns, they have the Jaguars, and the Titans. Like they have the worst teams in the league and the best teams in the league. The NFC just has a bunch of thumpers.
We got, yeah, bro. Because honestly, I think, the Chargers are good this year.
All the
Yeah.
Lions got to really do is make sure they can have the ability to beat the Eagles. And that's about it. After
Yeah,
that, they should be straight.
Green Bay lost to the Eagles by a couple of them things. We good. We ain't worried about the Eagles. We ain't worried about the Eagles.
The Commanders are good this year though.
I'm just saying the Eagles.
The
Eagles
Cardinals,
Yeah, no,
bro.
no,
The
no,
Cardinals are gonna
Eagles
be
are
nice
respectable.
too.
the Eagles got that firepower that
Bro.
I think will make a difference in the playoffs.
Y'all sleeping on the Cardinals? Don't sleep on the Cardinals.
Yeah. No, Cardinals. They're that's what I'm saying. Like the NFC has a lot of like real respectable teams that you can't you can't judge by their record because the NFC anybody can get it pretty much except for the Lions because the Lions are steamrolling teams. But like think about the Packers are third in their division and they're 7-3. You know what I mean? The Packers are good at
Yeah.
too.
I said the Vikings too, but I don't trust them to make it out the playoffs.
Yeah, Sam Darnold's not looking like he was looking before, and he just got Hawkinson back 2 weeks ago, which should open the field up for him. So I don't know if maybe he's just having like a midseason. It's not a slump because he's still doing decent, but he's not looking like that first 4 or 5 games.
He wasn't looking like an all league type of guy.
Yeah, type shit. Well, we'll see.
This year is definitely gonna be interesting. I'm really rooting for Lamar to make it out of the AFC, and I'm rooting for the Lions to.
Yeah,
I low key really need him to. I need him to get a Super Bowl because then we got to start putting him in top 5, top 3 QBs of all time type discussions if he wins a Super Bowl.
If the Lions and the Ravens make it to the Super Bowl, they're gonna need to call the National Guard for the city of Detroit and wherever
And
the fuck
Baltimore.
the Ravens and be in Baltimore. Literally, that's gonna be a black ass Super Bowl, dog. That's gonna be crazy. I promise you, because like the Lions ain't never won shit. You feel me? This might be our first and last time ever. I promise you, that city is gonna be on fire, dog.
Because think about it, Lamar wins that shit. 3 MVPs and a
A
Super Bowl.
ring, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
He's
And
about,
in the span of how many years too?
bro, like
He's going
what,
8.
5 or 6? I think it's like 5 or 6 years.
Maybe it's 5 or 6. Yeah, it can't be 8. It's like 7.
Literally, the
Still.
60% of the time he's been in the league, he's been an MVP. That's a crazy.
Was he 16 or 17?
He was after.
Gosh.
No, his first season was
2018.
Oh, he might be 18.
2018.
Okay. Yeah, so 6
Yeah,
years.
this is
7
year
years.
7 years. 7 years. Okay. Type shit. Okay.
But he barely even played his first year
First year.
though. Yeah.
Yeah. That was when he was just the read option when Flacco, which was weird. That was always weird to me because like, if you see Lamar in, you know what they're doing at that point. They would not let him throw the ball,
which is
know what I mean?
crazy because like I don't know where that narrative came from because if you watched his Louisville
you know
tape,
where the narrative came
I
from.
no, I'm talking about like niggas who like really like watch it. Like his Louisville tape, he had some of the best like passing like stats like in the entire league. Like that's part of the reason why he won the Heisman. He threw for like 4,500 yards at Louisville that year that he won the Heisman.
4,500 yards in college is crazy too.
And then he ran for over 1,000 too. He had like over 5,000 like total yards.
You know where that narrative came from. It's because
And it's crazy because like his OC is like known for like being like an offensive like mastermind at Louisville and like in his passing schemes. Like he was running more difficult passing schemes there than he was at the Ravens when he came.
Yeah. Shout out Lamar Jackson. Wait,
Shout out.
Last question. We can pack it up because we're about to hit 140. Who do y'all got as MVP? Like if we picked MVP today,
Oh, it's easy. Lamar. Yeah.
Lamar.
Easy.
Yeah.
He already has way better stats than he did last year when he won it.
Type shit.
The man has he's thrown 24 touchdowns right now and only 2 picks as of the week before this game.
I don't know if he threw a pick last game, so he probably still
No.
the same.
And we know it's a QB award too. Like nobody else is gonna get it. And he's easily been the best QB like this year. Like
if you look
combine stats and a winning percentage.
If you look at Patrick Mahomes' stats this year, they are kind of boo-boo.
They're in the gutter. Josh Allen's stats don't even look that crazy either right now. He's winning, but his stats look like pedestrian.
Yeah. So I don't like there's I don't know. When you get out there, you just look at him like, nah, yeah, that's the best dude on the field.
Yeah.
Pretty much anywhere he is.
I agree. Which is sad because both Saquon and Derrick Henry are like having historical seasons right now.
Hell yeah.
And it does not matter. At this point they should have like an MVP award and a non-QB MVP award. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
At this point, like let's just call a spade a spade. I ain't gonna give it to nobody that's like not a QB anyway. So
they do a MVP and then Offensive Player of the Year award, right?
Oh, okay. I guess that's
they might
something like that.
But
all right.
Because when was the last time a running back won MVP? Was it like LT? With Damian Tomlinson?
When was the last time a running back won MVP?
Chris Johnson?
Oh, Adrian Peterson 2012.
Oh, yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot.
He did go crazy that season.
He had like over 2K. He almost broke he had over 2K.
Did he break it or
he was like if Christian Ponder would have threw like 3 less passes or something that season, he would have broke the record.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking Christian Ponder.
AP look like one of them dudes like put pads on right now and go get you 40 yards off of like 20.
Bro, he was getting 1,000 yards at like 37 with the Redskins.
Yeah, he can't.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That Shannon Sharp looked like he could put on pads and go crazy in the NFL.
When I see him in the gym, he do kind of look like. When I see him walking around, I'll be like, oh, this nigga definitely got robo knees.
Yeah, no, he like on like HRT and shit now too. Because that man like in his 50s. I ain't no way he should be able to still naturally.
Look, we got played by
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, we should know from watching Mike Tyson. Look, no matter how in shape they look, when they get in the ring with a young, you feel me?
Nah, that's.
I ain't going.
I still think that
That shit was
honestly,
rigged.
looking back on it, that shit was rigged.
Yeah. Bro, there were
was
so
rigged.
many times where Jake would have got snuck like 15 to 20 times. But Mike Tyson, he threw the jab and he saw how wide open his face was and he just dropped it and didn't throw a punch. It happened like so many times. I'm like, oh. No, he was trying to make sure that went the distance so he can get his $20 million bag.
Hey, get your money, Unc. Grand Unc, whatever. I feel it. But all right, let's pack this pod up. Thanks for watching the Worst Take podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the page. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Again, I'm Jay Riddle, Marcus Yells Animanga on TikTok and everywhere else. King Kaizen, I'm sure everywhere else, right? TikTok, YouTube, all that. Make sure you follow our personal pages as well. Peace.
Peace.